Kermit, you got something to say to me? Yeah. What? Welcome to Hard Hat Conversations. Here's Richard. All right, folks, welcome to Hard Hat Conversations. I'm your host, Richard. The date is October the 11th, 2024. Let's get into it right away. Um, why can't we just have a day where we just vote? I'm getting tired of this voting. It's almost over, folks. We should have a national holiday where everybody just go vote. Everybody that can and don't have to work, just go vote. And if you can leave work early, go vote. Let's just have a big holiday, right? Celebrate and just vote. Why do we got to have all this early voting? And those that can't get around, let's get Uber. We got Uber. We got all kind of paratransit. We got volunteers. We got everything that can get them in the poll. Let's just open up all these polls and let's get this mess done so we don't have this dragging around. Because if we do early voting and we do all this and that and this, there's you're opening up doors where people can cheat with ballots and do all kind of stuff. We always say we want everything fair, right? But we always make it where it's hard for it to be fair. So let's just have a national holiday and stop all this BS, okay, folks? You know what else I haven't heard about? Let me go to my notes. You know I like going to my notes. I still use paper notes too, folks, not just the cell phone. Paper notes as well. I haven't heard much about the Ukraine and Russia war since the Israelis and Hamas war is going on. What's going on? Are they on a moratorium while the Israelis and Hamas fight it out? What's going on in the United States? Are we still sending money over there? Are people still dying? Is there end to this? Is there a goal? Is there a solution? I don't hear anybody else talking about the Ukraine and Russia war, about diplomacy. We're just going to keep fighting and fighting until after the election. Whoever wins the election, then stuff will all of a sudden happen. That's what it looks like to me, folks. That's what it looks like to me. Come on, folks. That's what it looked like, right? Remember when the Iran, was that? I was a kid, but remember back it was 79, 80. With, who's the president? Ronald Reagan was running for president, and they had those captured prisoners, and nothing happened till he won the election. Then all of a sudden, boom, we went in and got him. Coincidence? Is this what's going to happen with these two wars? As soon as the United States have an election and we find out who's the next president, then boom, boom, stuff will start easing down and we'll go back to business as usual and say, okay, enough killing, enough fighting. We'll made money. We'll spent money. All right, everybody go back to their houses and chill out. What's going on with these wars? I don't get it. Is there an end game? Is it? Help me out. Like, subscribe, comment. Come on, folks. Help a brother out. HBO. Come on. What are we doing here? Are we only focusing on P. Diddy and the election? There's other stuff going on. Riots in the streets. People going hungry. Hey, we get ready to have these gas bills for the skyrocket. People going to have to choose between medication and turning their heat up. You know, what the government gonna tell us to keep our heat down is we have a shortage of natural gas. I'm waiting on that to come next. Electricity, we're gonna have a shortage of electricity. They keep telling us to use these energy sources and not oil and stuff, and yet we have all these shortages. The hospitals got shortage. The food banks gonna be coming up. You know, Thanksgiving coming up. You know, they're gonna have shortage for Thanksgiving. You know. Are they gonna have enough turkeys? Have you seen the prices of turkeys? Turkeys used to be cheap. Turkeys cost just as much as what's that spare some meat, filet mignon. It's out of hand, man. They injecting the chicken. You go to Giant Eagle supermarket, the chicken is bigger than my leg, and I got a big leg. Look at me, I ain't missing no meals. I don't know what they putting in there. Steroids, the growth hormones. What, folks? Come on. Like I said, like, subscribe, help me out. And also, I read an article. I wish I had the article with me. I saw it. I meant to print it out, folks. That's my fault. When you got another life like work and stuff like that, you forget stuff. But we just had a big outbreak. I can't even think of the company name. Begin with a B. If you know it, comment on it. They had over 10 million pounds of food since June, folks. June. And they just not telling us about it. Now, people have consumed all that meat all summer long. I think Ohio, Michigan, it was a lot of states. Walmart's was selling the stuff, Aldi's. What's going on with our foods? We got to have an article. What's going on with our food? It seems like we having listeria on a regular basis. Why are we accepting this, folks? Why are we not holding these companies and legislators accountable? We're supposed to have inspectors. This is food. This is stuff they call cancer, make you sick, overweight, blindness, diabetes. They want to beat us up talking about we eating all the wrong food. But if you keep serving us crap all the time, what you want us to eat? We can't grow our own food in our backyards. You have all these regulations. What you want us to eat? You're making millions and millions of dollars off of it. Where the doctors at? The doctors know, the scientists. They say follow the science, right, folks? Come on, folks. They say follow the science. Scientists, where y'all at? Where y'all quiet? Because COVID over with? You ready to jump on COVID like it's the next best thing, but people are dying in hospitals every day because of this old nasty food. What choices do the poor have? You beat up the poor, obese. But yet you keep serving this crap. You don't hold McDonald's, none of these places accountable. Not just them, but everybody else that all this processed stuff. Where's the help? You all are educated people. You all know everything. You ready to tell us that we can't have a sugary pop? What was that? A story a while ago in New York where they were trying to ban, I don't know if it was Pepsi, one of them sodas, where you can't have sugar sodas in a restaurant. What mess is that? You need to go to those meat markets. You need to go to those farms and inspect that stuff. Listeria? Come on. Sound like we're in the dark ages with all this science. Follow the science, remember? Follow the science. And now with COVID, how come people can't? COVID's supposed to be killing people. We're supposed to help and save the elderly and the young and the vulnerable, right, with conditions. Well, how come if we get COVID, we can't go home for 5 days and let it die down with pay? How we going to pay our bills, everybody? Government, companies? Would you rather for a couple of people to go home and pay them than to have like 20, 30, 40 people to mess up your production with COVID? You're not going to get much out of them when they're working with COVID because they're sick. They're not going to produce. Where's the outrage? Where's Black Lives Matter at? Where they at? Black people are still killing each other by numbers in the neighborhood. Where are you? What you waiting for, the great white man to come down there and kill somebody? Then you come back out of the corners? Where the churches? Where they at? How come they always tell us, oh, we need to come together? Well, first of all, y'all come together. You got 10,000 churches in Cleveland, East Cleveland. Why don't y'all come together and show us the way? Okay, show us the way. Maybe we haven't seen any marches in so long, so no organization so long. Teach us. You're supposed to be one of our last defenses against a corrupt government that's poisoning us with food, starting all these wars, high prices. People are struggling. They're depressed. They're hurting. They're losing their homes. They can't even pay rent. Come on. Help us out. Somebody stand up. We need groups of people, not just one or two. Come on. It's more of us. Remember, in my other episodes, there's only 436 representatives and 100 senators. 2 senators to a state, because we got 50 states, so that makes 100. So come on, folks. Let's do it. Let's get together. Comment, like, subscribe. You know, let's get some grassroots going again. Come on. Everybody can't be on welfare, folks. Somebody got to pay the taxes. My taxes going up every year. I can't keep up with them. I don't know about you guys, but I can't keep up with them. Sale tax, property tax, beer tax, soda tax, cigarette tax, la-di-da, di-da-di-da-di-da. If you pull out $1, it's already taxed. The dollar's already worth way less than $1. You'll be lucky to get 50 cents. And what can you get 50 cents for? 50 cents on every dollar. That's outrageous, folks. They used to get at the mob, talking about the mob was charging too much interest. But they must have took the notebook from the mob and using their notebook, because they doing exactly the same thing that the FBI and everybody else was going at the mob for money laundering. Look like they doing that now, folks. They have printed a whole bunch of money during COVID. Federal Reserve, what are they doing? What do we need them for? Who's the Federal Reserve? Folks, I know I'm hitting you with a lot of stuff, but I need some answers to this. I've been reading, I've been studying, and I'm like, what's going on? Hey, where's all the gold? I see all these commercials, invest in gold and all that. Where's the gold? How do we know what gold looks like? Help me out, folks. They just tearing you. They want you to spend your money here, up, down, all around. And it's very confusing. Stocks, Bitcoin, everything. I can't, it's so much, I'm losing my mind, folks. We got to slow down. It's just too much. It's too many bills in the household. Too many, folks. We got to stop it. They're creating so many ways to make money. You know how you drain a rag to the last drop? That's what they doing to us. They making up stuff to make money. Go to your gas station and need air in your tire. $1, $2. Air. That used to be a courtesy for free. And you guys gonna spend a lot of money on America. Them tires go down in that cold weather. We all know that. We all know that. Some of you think you got a flat and you really don't, just the cold air. Tire prices, car prices. I can go on all night, folks. This is insane. I salute those who can hold on, because I'm barely holding on myself. I salute you. What happened to the land of opportunity? Some people, it's still opportunity. Get off your big butt and go do something. As I said, everybody can't be an entrepreneur. Some people have to work. Somebody got to do the labor while you writing up the diagram, standing around. Who gonna do the labor? We need to go up on the labor. Pay labor decently so they can have a decent wage. Cut all this bull crap. We'll lose money. Oh, you never lose money. Companies, all you do is charge it or write it off. Come on, everybody know the game. You pass it on to the customer. You don't never give the customer nothing back. All these loyal customers. The only way you got rich is off of labor. If we don't buy the goods, you don't make no money. It's simple. We can't do nothing as an individual, but as a group we can. Look at the fast food. I applaud those people that got on the YouTube or whatever channels y'all get on. You know, I'm older, so I'm not savvy as you guys. But thank God you guys are out there and girls out there. You folks know what to do. Y'all got on them talking about these fast food places too much. Look at McDonald's, looked at their sales, and not just McDonald's, all of them. Here's a $5 meal. Oh, the $5 meal came back. Woo, just like that. So don't tell me stuff can't go back. Remember, I made some podcasts before. People talking about we can't go back to pensions. We can't go back to mom staying at home with the kid and just the dad or whoever working. Whoa, we can roll it back. Just like they roll it forward with all these taxes, we can roll some of that back. It's called quality of life, folks. Don't forget that. Quality of life. Wow, this is crazy, folks. It's a Friday. I'm in a good mood, folks. I just, like to be aware of what's going on in the world. I'm actually in a good mood. That sounds crazy, don't it? But I am. I gotta go back to my notes, folks, and see what else I got for you tonight. Oh, folks, guess what? This is in the Cleveland area. I'm sorry. Like I said, I should keep mentioning I'm stationed in the Cleveland area. This is East Cleveland, a suburb of Cleveland, Ohio. Oh, we got another breaking news. I guess this is breaking news, folks, or is it the same old news? You be the judge of that. Another East Cleveland mayor indicted on theft charges. That's from Cleveland.com. I don't know the details. I just saw the headline, folks. Is that breaking news or just old news? Those who are familiar with East Cleveland, you tell me, comment, like, and subscribe. Folks, it's tough out here, and I'm going to keep saying it. People keep saying it. All those groups, folks, that I talked about, Black Lives Matter, the churches, the clergy, the politicians, the folks with money, we got to help each other out. How come the poor always got to donate? You got people that got so much wealth they can buy states. That's how much money they can buy a country. Their income is bigger than some countries. You don't believe me? Google it. Do I got to name names? Bill Gates. It's a whole bunch of them. Elon Musk. They're the ones that's in the mainstream, right? They can buy countries, folks. Their network is more than countries. It takes a lot of people to make a country, folks. It takes a lot of people to make a country. And these one individuals have more income than a whole country. We're in trouble, folks. We've been in trouble, but it's just the light is shining brighter and brighter. We're just getting in more and more in trouble. Something got to explode. I don't know what. I don't know what, folks. I just don't know. But you like and subscribe and comment and help me on some of that. Uh-oh, folks. You hear that? I got a question segment. I got a quick question. I need help on this. Please like, subscribe, and comment. I got a question. Guess what my question is? Hold up, I almost forgot it. We have countries have an alliance, right? What they call that? Help me out, folks. Where they all work together during wartime and stuff like that, right? Hear me out, folks. Hear me out before you get all crazy. Hear me out. I agree with one thing Donald Trump was saying about other countries paying their dues. How come every time there's a war and disaster, all you hear about is what the United States gonna do in whatever that country who's fighting? How come I don't hear nothing about England? How come I don't hear nothing about Spain? How come I don't hear nothing about France? How come I don't hear about the alliances? Germany? How come I don't hear about all those other countries? How come it's always what the United States gonna do? Why can't we say what the United States and all those countries and more that I just named gonna do? Why is it always us, folks? Why? We don't mind helping, folks. And then when we have a disaster, I don't never, like down in Florida, I don't never hear, oh, we got to help the United States out. France sent ships. Germany sent this. England sent that. I don't understand that. I don't hear that on the news. Help me out, folks. Like, subscribe, and comment. Remember what I always say. Those are your tax dollars. Don't forget that. You have a right to question your government to know what's going on with your tax dollars. You have the right. That's not disobedience. That's not civil unrest. That's the law. That's freedom of speech. Freedom of protest. Don't be violent, but you can protest and speak. Once they take those away, you might well lock everybody up. That's all I got to say on that, folks. I'm going to end the show with this, too, on a lighter note. I always try to... Remember, this is a Hard Hats conversation. I'm your host, Rich. We're about talking about problems and solutions as well. Don't be afraid, folks. Say what you want to say sometimes, you know. As long as it don't hurt nobody and it's not against the law. It's okay to disagree and agree with stuff. Everybody's not going to be happy with you. But there's some out there that likes what you say. So don't ever be afraid. Because if you're afraid, people will run over and take advantage of you. I've been there before. You could be too nice and you could be too mean. Try to be somewhere in the middle. Just try. I know it's hard. Because you're always going to have those one-way people. It's either my way or the highway. Diplomacy is a very hard thing to conquer. It's very hard, from the tallest thing to the biggest thing, to the smallest thing. Diplomacy is always the best answer. Because like I always say, once you start fighting, the fighting don't stop till somebody's dead. And as we witness it with the Israeli and Hamas, and Ukraine and Russia, it's a lot of innocent, normal, regular people lives that are being collateral damage over, people ideology. It's sad that we can't have diplomacy. We have so much land and water and resources on this earth. And those who believe in God, God gave us so much, folks. It's just we're the problem. It's not the earth, we're the problem. And we have to work on ourselves. And we have to push others to try to work on themselves. Because we got to have some type of decency, folks. One more thing, folks. This weekend we're going to have a lot of college football games, and those who like to bet. Like I said, I'm not a big bettor. I bet a little bit for fun here and there. But I want you to go to this page, as I talked about it before, called Dominate the Books. Dominate the Books. He's really growing. He's dominating. He's a good guy. He really researches. He's not one of these that just throw out garbage. He researches like I don't know what. It's called Dominate the Books, and the host is Keith. You'll find him on YouTube or Instagram. Dominate the Books. He'll win you a few dollars, and he'll give you some extra commentary on it as well, you know. He's a real good guy. Like I said, I'm going to bring him on to the show so you can meet him and win some money. And he's just like me and you, just trying to make it in this world and try to make it a better place. So I just want to say thank you all for listening.